episode of Paint and Ponder with the Fluffy Squirrel and the wonderful and whimsical Tilty Bird. Extra
Hello.
whimsical today.
No, I'm just weird.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm frazzled. Bit frazzled I am. But oh, guess what I got through the post today? Oh.
What?
I got mail. I got fluffer mail.
Fluffer mail?
You got fluffer mail, so I did. And I meant to bring it up with me, but then I think I left it downstairs. But I might go grab it.
I think you should.
Oh no!
I'm excited. I want to see it.
Did you see that?
No?
I opened the pencil sharpener and sharpening just like exploded out everywhere.
Oh dear.
That was too full to
Do I not have? This is the problem with having too many pieces on the go, is that you inevitably misplace at least one.
Oh, hello!
Hello, Kat. Hi, Irish Mart.
Hello,
I'm Lupita and Nico.
And we could maybe start this one as well today, writing the names on.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I noticed a new thing on YouTube. YouTube Studio.
Yeah.
And what was it? It was like your supporters or something. It like tells you who supports those on your channel.
Oh yeah, who's your top? Yeah.
Who comments the most? And mine was Tilty. Thank you very much, Tilty, for your support. Appreciate it very much. Also, everyone else, step it up. Come on. No, I'm joking.
At least someone appreciates my unhingedness, okay?
I can't believe you, the person who does like the most amount of videos of me, also watches the most amount last year. Just can't get enough of me. Well, during my sleeping hours, apparently.
Well, I mean, I gotta keep some sort of balance here.
Oh, so I got a new bed, and it has been claimed.
It's timer. Let me put the timer on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Sorry. This is timer content. Look at these.
Okay. Catching timer. It's on.
Absolute.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh. Look at those crims taking over your bed.
Scallywags. Oh, who's a pretty boy? He's a pretty boy. He's such a big boy. He's such a big and pretty boy. But he's also
Hi, the Holy Rogue. It's good to see you.
Hello. I hope you're doing all right. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you're, yeah. Irish Mart, I can, like, I've said this before. There should probably be some sort of restriction on my account in terms of, like, how frequently I can comment in the live chat.
Like permanent slow mode.
Yeah, like on my account, like an actual account handicap.
Yeah. Your account has been put on slow mode.
Yeah. I'll look back at some of the chats for people, and it's like I'm just chatting in text and like trying to have a full vocal conversation with the person streaming, and I'm the only one chatting in chat, and I'm like, this probably stops other people from wanting to be in chat.
Yeah. Oh, also, I was congratulated by YouTube for having, I think, the first week in months of not losing subscribers. So thank you. Thank you, everyone, for not unsubscribing. It's
how generous.
I'm treading my own path, and every step is a pleasure, because I never thought. Well, I knew coming on, I was like, I am definitely not a lot of people's cup of tea. But thank you. Thank you all for giving me a swill, if I'm a cup of tea or not. I appreciate it. Oh dear.
It's funny, when we first started doing this and I was really anxious about it, Mitch said, "Don't worry, because you're the type of person where it's not really like an in-between kind of thing. So either people are really going to like you and those people are going to stick around, or people are just going to say, nah, I'm not about that. And they're just going to...
I wish I knew what this said. I'm sorry, but hello.
What? I do not understand that
apologies.
text.
But hello. Welcome.
But hello.
Thank you for being here. I wish there was like an instant like Google Translate in chat. That would be so much better.
I do too. If YouTube had a little a little chat trans, that'd be really handy.
Yeah.
You'd think they would, especially now that they're adding like transcription and all these kinds of things.
You give me the energy of someone who'd write to YouTube about that.
It's because I'm Canadian, right?
Oh my goodness. I watched this thing earlier about Canadians, comparing Canadians to beavers. And it was like someone like wrecked a beaver's dam, and they come back the next day and the beavers, every tree, every shrub ripped up at the roots, like everything was destroyed. And then I can't remember the other thing, but yeah, it was just like, oh, and then if you follow a beaver for long enough, it will start strategically leaving poop where you're going to stand to deter you from following it. I was like, oh, okay. Poop related. I get it.
The Canadian national animal.
Yeah. I mean, Canada's done some stuff. I really did not know my Canadian history, but y'all are. Yikes.
Oh, there is a software translation. We are artists. Thank you.
These are some paints. These are some paintings. I will be doing neurographic art.
Are we still going to do the
turtle?
Are we still going to do these?
Seahorse? Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to?
Okay. I do. Oh, also, before the timer goes off, we have a new friend in the nest.
Okay.
This is Mitch's bird. He has donated him to the nest. His name is Gerald.
It's very cute.
So now we have two.
Hi, Holly.
Oh, and I'm Brian. I didn't see. Oh, and Holly's here. Oh my gosh. So look, now we have two finger puppet birds.
Yeah, so finger puppets. People just know, they're like, drawn to it. I really want to go and grab Brad's art quick.
Oh yeah.
So it's made my absolute day. I had such a rough day. I had such a rough night last night, and then this morning I had this bloop, the letterbox, and I thought, oh, I'll race the dogs there. And I look and I see an F, and I'm like, oh, this has come to the wrong house. I'm gonna have to knock someone's door, or they're gonna knock mine. Social anxiety. And then I get further down, and it says Fluffer. I was like, aha. 1 sec. I'm gonna go grab it. I'm back in like 2 seconds.
Oh, please do. I'm so excited. Brad's art is awesome. As I've said before, Brad's art is hung up by our bathroom in the main hall, so if anyone has to take a shit in the entirety of the house, they have to walk past Brad's art. The crow finger puppet is my bird. His name is Finnick. I don't know why, he just is. I just love him. Pistachio, my cat, has had a bit of a vet. That's okay, Joe. Totally understand. It's all good. So Pistachio's had some issues with her paw, and it's turned out that she has something called plasma cell pododentitis or something like that. It's also called pillow paw. It's an inflammatory thing that happens in their paw pads. It's an immunoresponse. So I feel really bad that I've handed down my bad immune system to my daughter. My poor little baby cat.
Okay, right. You need to be so strategical here. Okay.
Also, fundraiser, Sunday.
Yeah. This is what comes through my door. Fluffer! And then my address, which I'm not going to show.
Good job.
And I also can't show the back because there is a return address, and I ain't going to do that either. See?
Speaking of, I have to finish the art that I'm working on for Sarah so that I can send Brad his art.
It says to little one, do you wanna help me open this? And little one's just like opening post. She's like, yeah. And so she opened it, and sort of edged it out gently. And she's like,
Yeah.
Can you take this off me? I feel like I'm holding a newborn baby. I wish I had anywhere near that kind of delicacy afforded to the art I do, but no. Look how
Corn,
beautiful
yes.
these are. Look.
It's so pretty. It's so gorgeous. I've
These
been
are
painting trees for 30 years, and he just starts, and he's better than me. And honestly, I love it.
So I'm going to put
You'd
these
think I'd be
three
mad
together.
about it, but I'm not.
I'm going to put all three together in like a trio. A trio of I got so many.
That'd be really nice. They're all so pretty too.
I know.
Is there one for each season?
Hello, Anchored Love. Put in.
Is there one for each season?
I don't know. There's 3, so no.
Oh, okay. Corn, yes, I am still planning on the art we talked about. I want to get the fundraiser out of the way, and then I can finalize that. But I have that in the works, so don't worry, I didn't forget. That is gorgeous.
This is Brad's
art.
Is gorgeous. Brad sent me
Brad's art,
and then me and
Brad
Ava.
is so talented.
Oh fuck! Right. These two are the like the spring. So I think they are all sort of like spring-esque season. So I think they are all. Ooh, I think they are all season, but this one is Snowdrop, and this one is
My immediate thought of Brad's flower art is it looks like you've stumbled across an old medieval alchemy tome that like some old herbalist has like drawn the flower out and written down the properties. Like that is the feeling I get from his flowers. And I love them.
They're so cute.
He did a dahlia for my grandma, and that's the one that's hung outside the bathroom, and it's in our main hall, and she has a dark red burgundy wall there, and then that dahlia there, and it's just like, oh, it's beautiful. So pretty.
Yeah. So cute.
Brad made me my peacock. Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Enrica made me my bird, my little owl bird.
Yeah.
That's me when I've had too much coffee and no food.
I feel like I would be overloading Rika if I sent them anymore. So gently.
But we love sending art to people. It's like, especially when it's something that like they inspired us to make.
Oh, the fact that anyone's making anything while they watch us is just the best thing ever.
The amount of times I've cried. Like, whoa! Look at my Tilty bird.
Woo-woo. I've only ever done
That's
one
the coolest thing ever.
I've only done like one thing in black, just black, and that was the visual for, you know, the story of the vinegar tasters.
Yeah, I think so.
It's got Confucius, Buddha, and Lao Tzu.
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go grab it. I'll grab it.
Yeah, go get it. I want to see it because I know you've showed it to me before, but I can't pull it up in my mind.
Where's having the best session?
Lupita, the lines are very delicate. I believe he uses a dip pen. Which, again, I love when people use traditional things to do their pieces. Like, I have one here that I use for some detailing and lining. Oh, I could have used this on my seahorse.
This is the first, one of the first arty things I did. So it's not great.
Yeah, okay.
It's
No,
not
I
great,
love this one.
but this is the only black and white. Everything else is lots of color.
Yeah. We need color because the world is bleak.
True thing.
So, our timer is up.
Okay.
We are going to ask some questions of the magical algorithm about the case for suppression. Fluffer had some really good suggestions of people to ask about this specific file. So we're going to ask a couple different people. Sorry, what?
Ideas of people, concepts of people.
Concepts. Yes. Let me just move a couple things out of the way.
Harmed in the making of this video, this stream.
Well, I think these ones are a lot lighter than the than us just reading the tech.
Yeah.
Are we speaking with Dr. Carter? No, we were going to speak with we were going to ask a judge about the case for suppression handbook, a police chief, and a social worker that has had someone come to them with this handbook. So those are the ideas that we've got to try to work up and ask and see what they would say. Also, hi Holly. Thank you, Holly, for making this possible. Please go and follow Holly, Scientology. She is a dragon hoarding treasure of knowledge. I still need coffee in my brain, so my words might come out not in the right order, but I mean them in the best and most respectful way possible because I appreciate the hell out of you. You should hoard dragons. You need way more dragon stuff all over the place. Your whole basement, it's very bleak and should have dragons everywhere. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I believe so. So, okay. You have the Dragonology board game. Well, you need more dragon stuff, okay? So maybe I'm gonna have to paint you a dragon. That's all I'm saying.
Tilty does great.
I might have to paint you. I haven't painted a dragon since it's
a terrible week.
After the last one?
Terrible week. But at least you have your dragon dong purple. At least you have your specialized dragon dong color. But I'm gonna tell you now, just in case any part of you is like, oh dear, I've oh deared, and there's been old double dears. So many old dears have occurred. It's been an old dear kind of week.
Yeah, I haven't drawn another dragon after the last one I did. That's what I was trying to get out of my mouth there. I haven't done another one. I was like, I can't top it.
Well, I guess when the
I'll have to
inspiration
try to do a different type.
yeah, inspiration has struck different inspiration, so follow
Yeah.
that, I guess.
Okay. And I've got my sketch ready. It's 2 seahorses. That's what I'm going to start on. Maybe they'll go this way. Ooh, who knows? Ooh. And I have a couple of these fancy little paint samples
Oh my
that I got.
goodness, you hear that?
I did. What was that?
It sounded like the dog just nosedived down the stairs.
It kind of did.
It sounded like one of them ate laminate flooring.
Oh, dear. I have a couple of these little paint samples from a indie paint place from Etsy, called Toe Bean Hobbies. They're Canadian. They make some
Sponsored or
paints,
not
and
sponsored? No, joking.
no, I'm not sponsored, but I did tell them
Okay.
that I would show them on the live,
Oh, did it
because I
get
want to
checked
support other
you
Canadians.
out?
Huh?
To check you out.
Well, Mitch got me this little sample pack of these fancy little colors, and they look so fucking cool layered over black. So I thought I'd do the seahorses in mostly black, and then use some of these fancy little things to do the details on top and get that ooh, razzle dazzle.
Oh dear.
Hi, Rika!
Hi, Rika. You bet you can't hear us, but thank you for being here.
There, I mimed out spelling their name.
This is how they do.
So.
This is how they do the love hearts. So. Oh, I tell
Double
ya.
love heart.
I tell ya.
Okay, let me move my thing around.
Okay. Have you?
Oh.
Yeah, you go
No,
for it.
I'll type the thing first. Okay.
Oh.
Oh. That goes there. Okay. Okay.
Right. I'm here. I'm in the room.
Okay. Should I make a new chat?
What do you mean?
I'm just wondering. Why is my... Oh, okay. I see. Okay, I'm going to make a new one. So, okay, should we start with which one do you want to start with?
Start with the social worker, because that's the only one I can remember.
Social worker?
Mm-hmm. Can't believe we did all of this, and I spent like the whole evening getting reference pictures of tortoises.
You are being approached by a client who is in need, who gave you this handbook as part of...
Oh, okay.
What do I say?
Wait, would you mind if I reworded it? Would that be
Go
an
ahead and reword everything. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No.
Um,
Hi, Brad.
Brad!
You missed your art being showcased. We had a nice brother Brad moment. We're only nice to you when you're not here.
Yeah, it's the only way. It's too gross if not.
It's too gross.
It is too gross.
Okay. Please evaluate this literature as if you were a professional and accredited social worker.
You have been approached by. This is what, a case for suppression, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have been approached by a family with 2 small children under the age of 8, say.
Okay.
And one,
Should I say 10? Maybe?
no, just
No,
I don't know
fine.
what's young. Just two children under the age of whatever, it doesn't matter. And then one child who is 15 who has been accused of, either being suppressive or being around someone who is suppressive. This is the material that has been given to you to explain why the family aren't able to
Why the family feels obligated to disconnect, or
this represents the foundation of the family's beliefs. What do you
okay,
find?
yeah, this presents the foundations of the family's beliefs. What
dangers would you expect from this? How would you think would you offer would be best suitable for someone with these beliefs in this situation? How would it affect the child and the younger children also being subjected to this?
Okay, that could be beneficial. Okay. Sorry if my typing face looked ridiculous. I was focused. Okay.
I thought you would be being cuter. Marla, you're just loud. You're cute.
I mean, honestly, they are being really cute. It's 1:30 in the morning there. It
Wow.
is 10:30 in the morning here.
And
That's
it
a
is
big time difference.
what, be 6:30 here, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Nico's baking a cake for the youngest's birthday.
Sweet.
That's wholesome.
Happy birthday.
Okay, let me move the keyboard, turn this around, and then I've got the first thing ready. It's almost done populating so that we can give it a read. Oh, let me get my...
Okay, so Are you just going to colour the whole background first?
I already did color the background and I sketched it on top.
Oh, wow. Okay. You're just doing your whole thing.
Well, I didn't know. I just grabbed a piece of paper and I sketched them on. But I might go over the background because I don't know if I like it.
Should I change my thing
Giving me a
around?
hard time.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the thing again where I change my...
Oh, yeah.
Because that worked out better, didn't it?
It was a really nice
Oh,
angle, yeah.
Kirby's mom. Nice to see you.
Kirby's mom. Kirby's mom. Happy Wednesday to Kirby's mom. I don't know why that happened, and I apologize to everybody.
Yeah.
I need tape. I need to tape this on. Tape to tape, tape, tape. Gotta tape the tape. And I don't have my good tape, so I'm gonna have to use my less than good tape. Nope, that tape's just not gonna work at all. Let's see if my dad has some tape I can steal, because he's not here. I'm gonna rifle through your shit. And there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Except watch this
Is that
live
tape?
and see that you've done it and then tell you off.
He would never.
He might.
I don't think so. He deals with me enough without having to watch me on camera. He's been in here enough to know that he doesn't really, yeah. He doesn't need any more of our content. He's in here enough.
You must shush or you must leave, please.
And some people think that, like, this is just my live personality. This is me being restrained, okay? Can you imagine what I'm like on a day-to-day basis?
Exhausting. No.
Yes, actually. I believe so.
No, you're actually not. You're actually quite hard to pin down. Annoyingly sensible
Brad?
when you take breaks.
I know, I'm so sorry. It's almost like you've taught me how to, like, take care of myself a little bit, and it's backfiring.
Always the way.
Brad, I did not see the picture you just took for me. Should I be concerned? Should I be concerned? That's my question.
That is the
How
actual real
concerned
question.
should I be? There we go. You can see that kids cannot consent. Good.
No.
Okay.
It's not.
There we go. Seahorns.
I'm in the UK.
Oh, and I'm in Canada.
Yeah. Can we drop? Who's Brad, can you drop a UK? Or Irish, can you drop an Irish?
Yeah, could you drop some flags?
Yeah, drop some flags. Represent.
Represent. I don't know why I did it like that. I really am embarrassed and I am ashamed and I apologize to a variety of cultures.
I believe that'd be called Chugi.
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
Yeah, I found out today. You know, apparently, if we find something funny.
Yeah.
And then what emoji would you use if you found something funny?
The cry laugh?
Yeah, that is Chugi.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
It's like Chugi is like zesty, is like cringe.
Oh. So that would be me.
Yeah, well, that would be everyone in our age group and up, I guess.
I guess so. Here.
Hi, Fila. Fila's just like, boom. I had flags need to be dropped. I had an itch to represent. Thank you, Fila. Never letting anyone down.
Listen, that's what Australians do, okay? They come through.
With a beer. Sorry.
Yeah. And a smoko.
A what?
A smoko. That's a smoke break.
Okay.
There's
And
this Australian punk band that I really like. And they have a song that's called I'm on Smoko, so leave me alone. I'm on Smoko, so leave me alone.
what's that sandwich?
I'm related to it.
Is it called like a rainbow sandwich?
What's a rainbow sandwich?
I think it's called a rainbow sandwich. It's like hundreds and thousands of sprinkles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like them in bread as a sandwich or on a bit of bread, like a bit of buttered
I
bread.
don't know. I don't think I'm into that.
Yeah, no, me neither. But that is their thing, so don't let on.
Oh, okay. I'm okay with that.
Me too.
I'm okay.
That's an okay thing to feed your children in schools.
That's okay to feed anybody. Fairy bread? Nico called it fairy bread.
Fairy bread. Yes, it's fairy bread, I think. And they call it
Okay,
rainbow
now
bread.
I like it. Now I like it because it's called fairy bread.
Well, I always liked it, no matter what the name.
Well,
Because I am an ally.
I already yes, correct. Something. Uh, uh Tom Gleason and
Huh?
and
Are you
Edmonds.
having a stroke?
No, I'm saying
I'm going to
Australian
need you to
comedian
show
things.
me both of your arms moving right now.
My arms are moving.
Okay, because that was
I'm
like
good.
or I was really like genuinely concerned about your health.
You were genuinely concerned.
Yeah, is that what I said?
I'm okay.
I'm not okay.
LGBT. I'm sorry.
An LGBTQ
My fault.
sandwich. No, that is a different thing, Brad.
You like that? I did that just for you.
Yeah. I did it for you
Okay.
back.
I do. Now you're getting me all silly. How do I know all this, Afila? Because I love Taskmaster Australia.
Oh. And every time when I see your name, Ophelia, I think
Full
of
stop.
Buddy the Elf. No, I think of our just innocent, pure, budding friendship we had that was just wonderfully blossoming until somebody came along, tainted it. So whenever I hear Tilty say Ophelia, I hear Ophelia Pinky.
Welcome to Taint and Pester.
This is Wednesday. This is a refined show. Gosh darn it.
I'm sorry, we're really classy here. I'm so sorry.
Classless.
Okay. Okay. How about I read some of the actual thing? How about that?
That'd be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Okay. It says, based on the material provided, I will critically evaluate the situation presented using a professional social work perspective. The document primarily outlines a framework from Scientology that focuses on identifying and managing suppressive persons and potential trouble sources. Below are key concerns, possible interventions, and implications for the family's dynamics and the older child. Okay. Key concerns. 1. Polarization of relationships. The text categorizes individuals as either suppressive or supportive, with strict protocols for identifying and disconnecting from suppressive individuals. This binary worldview may strain family relationships, especially for the 15-year-old who risks being labeled suppressive or a PTS due to dissenting behavior or associations. 2. Emphasis on disconnection. The principle of handle or disconnect advocates for severing ties with those labeled as suppressive when resolution fails. This family can lead to family fragmentation, particularly if parents apply those principles rigidly to their children. 3. Risk of emotional harm. The process of labeling individuals as SPs or PTSs can create significant emotional stress, self-doubt, or alienation for those accused, especially minors who depend on familial bonds for emotional support and identity formation. Impact on the 15-year-old. Adolescents often experiment with independence and form peer relationships that parents may not approve of. Labeling these behaviors as suppressive might lead to undue punishment or disconnection, negatively impacting the teen's mental health and family cohesion. Authoritarian framework. The outlined approach emphasizes obedience to the belief system and discourages questioning or alternative perspectives, potentially stifling open communication and critical thinking within the family. Um, Possible interventions. One, fostering open communication. Encourage the family to engage in non judgmental communications that validate each member's feeling. No, that's not going to happen. Their possible interventions are not going to happen. It says provide tools and strategies for resolving disagreements without resorting to disconnection. Um, Offer counseling to the 15-year-old to ensure they've been heard and supported. Help the family explore their beliefs in a ways that aligns their values without while minimizing harm. For instance, emphasize the importance of inclusivity and compassion alongside their spiritual practices. That none of those are possible for Scientologists.
Yeah, I would respond to the chat with that, but unless you want to go on to something else.
I'm going to keep reading because it's not quite done. So we'll keep reading and then we'll refine it. Implications for the 15-year-old. Emotional isolation. If labeled suppressive, a teen may feel rejected and unworthy, potentially leading to depression, anxiety, or rebellious and dangerous behavior. Strained relationships. Disconnection can erode trust and weaken the parent-child bond, making reconciliation difficult. Identity crisis. Adolescence requires stable familial support to navigate identity development. The risk of disconnection undermines this foundation. Examples from this text. The material states that suppressive persons seek to destroy betterment activities and that disconnection is necessary for well being. This viewpoint could be weaponized against the teen for behavior interpreted as non compliant or contrary to the family's ideology, which is exactly what happens.
Yeah.
Professional recommendation. Emphasize therapeutic interventions that focus on mutual understanding rather than alienation. Well, yeah, that would be nice, but that's not going to happen. It just says, yeah, okay, so I don't like this. This isn't helpful. Um,
Yeah, I think a lot of the thing is going back and forth and being like, can you supply me with an excerpt to make you believe that this is something that's possible? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. It's not on.
oh, it's okay.
Oh, I'm getting worse with the technology. I'm worse, not better. What other colours are we thinking for underwatery? I'm thinking maybe some pinks and blues and stuff in there as well. Pinks and purples, sorry, not pinks and blues. I'm having a bad head day.
I'm sorry.
It's really windy.
Okay, that's not good. It's okay. So I asked, I said, none of these suggestions apply to a family that is so indoctrinated in Scientology that any outside medical and mental health help is possible. Could you find any suggestion, any way that any of your suggestions or interventions could actually be successful for a family that is strictly adhering to the practices? The
Yeah.
parents are absolutely steadfast about using Scientology to fix their suppressive child. Is this even possible? That's what I asked.
Okay.
When dealing with a family firmly committed to Scientology practices, traditional mental health or social work interventions may indeed be rejected outright. This situation is particularly challenging because the parent's steadfast adherence to their beliefs places the older child at significant risk of emotional and psychological harm, as well as potential estrangement or disconnection. Here are some considerations and potential strategies tailored to the constraints of such a situation. Frame suggestions using Scientology terminology. So engage the family using language and concepts they accept. So instead of saying it's normal adolescent development, it might be rephrased as exploring individual potential or working through temporary re-stimulation. Present the concept of family harmony as an essential part of spiritual betterment, emphasizing Scientology principle that stresses positive relationships as a foundation for overall well-being. Advocate gradual handling rather than immediate disconnection. Ew. Utilize the idea of gradual handling as described in their text. Encourage parents to address their concerns with the teen through good roads and good weather communication, gentle and non-confrontation dialogue that could reduce the emotional strain on the child. Building rapport with the parents. Avoid confronting their beliefs directly. Directly challenging Scientology principles will likely lead to defensive reactions and the family cutting off all communication. Instead, align with their desire to support the child's success and well-being. So literally, it's like, here's how you're going to have to manipulate the parents into letting you give their kid therapy.
So basically, here's how to out-Scientologize the Scientologists, unscientologic their brains. Like,
that's literally it. That's ridiculous. Highlight shared goals. Emphasize mutual interests, such as the teen thriving academically, socially, or spiritually. Offer to assist in ways that align with the family's ultimate goals, using Scientology-compatible language like removing barriers to success. Safeguarding the teen's well-being, encourage Scientology-compatible self-advocacy, help the teen develop communication skills within the Scientology framework to express their perspective. For example, the teen could frame their need for independence as a step towards becoming more spiritually in control or aware. Foster a buffer relationship.
Just a thought, sorry, just a second thought now. This is a social worker. Social workers are very, very manipulative. They have to be, because they have to find out all of the information so they can assess whether a child's in harm or not. So I understand that, but then there's some people who are just inherently manipulative and can't separate that for good in their job. And then those are just real sucky social workers. So I'm not saying those are, but most trained social workers are going to be trained to be very manipulative, because that's what needs to be done
to get in there,
save lives. So it makes sense, having a second thought about it. It makes a lot of sense that they would go, oh, I'm going to manipulate them in the best way possible, which is using their indoctrinated language.
And that's, if it's effective, it's effective.
This is why I think these chatbots are so invaluable, because that's a really good insight, and I wouldn't have had that thought had we not have had that insight.
That little thing.
Sorry, carry on.
No, all good. Okay, and then foster a buffer relationship. If there's another family member, and this is really good for people who are like, I don't know how to approach this because I know that they're in, and I don't want to kick the wasp's nest.
Yeah.
So these might be some things that we might be able to think about, and okay, so foster a buffer relationship. If there is another family member or adult trusted by both the teen and the parents, encourage this person to act as a mediator or ally. This can provide emotional support to the teen without directly opposing the parents' beliefs. They're going to say, well, it should be your auditor. No, not your auditor.
Be a handler.
And Holly said, hence why I use their own doctrine to protest. Exactly.
Yeah, Yeah. Well, this is the thing. There are
Exactly.
so many different ways to protest. They're all incredible, and there's a plethora of different ones that get through to different people on different days, depending on their mood,
And
if they're
yeah, and
sessionable.
some people
We're not the same if we haven't eaten. We all know that. We don't need
Yeah.
a fucking booklet to tell us that. We got a Snickers advert. Okay, we all know.
Right.
But yeah, that is a personal, puts a little sparkle in my eye when you do that. It's like, touche. I am the sort of
Yeah.
person that if someone said something to me in a really horrible, demeaning, condescending way, then I would just not do or say anything. But you best believe the first time I get to say those exact words back, I will. And I will feel so smug.
Well, and you'll have earned it. You'll have earned that smugness.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just getting some ink out of that pen that is broken so that I can clean it and fix it, hopefully, and then I can use the ink on the background here. So I was gonna say something and then it flew out of my brain. That's a shame. Oh well. Okay. Exploring limits of change. Assess the viability of interventions. Recognize that it may not be possible to fully resolve the situation without substantial change in the family's adherence to Scientology principles. The social worker's role might be limited to mitigating harm and simply supporting the child's resilience. If disconnection becomes inevitable, work to ensure the teen has access to external support networks, non-Scientologist relatives, community groups, and provide a safety net. 5, legal or ethical interventions. Monitor for abuse or neglect. If the parent's actions escalate into psychological abuse or neglect, e.g., forced isolation, withdrawal of education, basic needs, which they
Yes.
do.
Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, it may necessitate intervention by child protection services. However, such actions should be approached cautiously to avoid escalating the situation for the child. Meaningful change is deeply challenging when parents are fully committed to a high control belief system like Scientology. However, limited success is possible if the social worker can use the family's framework to frame interventions as consistent with their values, focused on harm reduction rather than systematic change, and support the teen in navigating their circumstances without directly antagonizing the parents. Ultimately, the extent to which this family can fix their teen using Scientology practices is limited by the doctrine's inherent rigidity and the potential emotional damages these practices may cause. As a professional, the priority remains the child's safety and well-being, even in a constrained environment.
I'd be interested to know what they would be able to do from isolating, not talking to a child of the age of 16, say.
Sorry, what do you want me to do?
They said, if they were to do stuff like psychological abuse or, to isolate. What they could do.
How would you approach this family knowing that abuse is going on? What would you say to CPS?
Can you ask what Frank Sidebottom would say? Who's the Frank Sidebottom?
I don't know, but
Sugar
Brad,
sandwich.
do you want to send me an email about that? Because on Friday we're going to do all the joke evaluations. We're going to do Starfleet. We're going to do Captain Picard.
I'm not sure what kind of riz Holly's been dropping in the chat, but I feel it. I've just got, well done, Holly. Okay, you're coming to bed with me.
Oh, dear me.
Share your secrets to the riz. I need some of this riz.
Well, yeah.
How do I get this? How can I get someone to be like, well done, Fluffer. Come on. Okay.
I need to paint for a minute because my head hurts. I haven't done any painting.
Yeah. Well, I can chat for a little bit, can't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that all seems like really fair, really, really good ideas. I do
have it
wonder
generating.
why more hasn't been done with social services. Is it because, the children in at the minute don't have people outside at all? That's really sad.
I think that's a big part of it.
Just the children are in. The children are getting out. The adults are in still.
Yeah.
That's
I left, but my aunt and my uncle and my dad and my mom are all still in. So, and I think that's a big reason why people end up going back, even though they don't want to.
Yeah.
Even if it hurts, even if it is bad for their well-being and their mental health and their physical health and their spiritual health and their financial wealth and everything.
And their healing journey to go, it
Oh.
really hurts to do steps back and then put all the effort in and to be like in the same place where you were before. That.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to say I have it generating a thing of what would you do if you knew that there was abuse going on? What would you say in your report to CPS?
Okay.
I just thought that was interesting because it mentioned CPS. So I was like, oh, well, what would you say?
Yeah, if anyone else in the chat has any burning questions, please do let us know.
Yeah.
Drop it in. Oh, well, look.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
What's happening?
When Osa got an attitude, drop it like it's hot.
Brad is going for the direct route. Can I come to bed with you?
Brad,
He's had no response.
On. What would Sarah
He's
say?
had no response, which is my kind of way. I'd be asking direct, and again, crickets. But Brad has Sarah, and Sarah's wonderful.
Sarah's amazing.
Oh. Okay.
I'll do a little bit blending, and then I'll go and read. Oh.
Oh, cake's
What's
in the
the
oven.
giggling about?
No buns, just cake.
Okay. I got the whole bakery. What you talking about?
In the oven?
No.
What's that a euphemism for?
How about a huge ass?
Huge X?
Huge ass.
Oh, okay.
Because, when they'll say, oh, he's caked.
No.
Oh. It's kind of a
Blame the Canadians.
man. It's kind of a man-to-man compliment. It's a homoerotic thing.
Okay.
And they'll be like, oh, he's not just caked, he's got the full bakery. Anyway, let's just keep reading. How about that?
You trying to get me to make a homoerotic compliment towards you? Because that
No,
sounds like
I
you're
was not. I wasn't. No. I just got really awkward because I realized I was explaining it and I was taking way too much time.
No, I feel like you milked that for exactly long enough.
No, I really I'm just not all there. This is 100% unintentional joking content. Okay. If there's a reasonable belief that abuse is occurring within the family, the response must prioritize the safety and well-being of the children, especially the vulnerable older child at risk of harm. Below are the steps and approaches I would take. 1. Approach to the family. 1. Prioritize building trust. Avoid confronting the parents directly about their practices. Instead, show empathy and understanding for the challenges in parenting a difficult child. Use neutral language to gain insights into the family dynamics. Ask open-ended questions. Explore the teen's situation without judgment. Can you tell me more about how you're addressing the challenges with your older child? How are the younger children coping with the situation? Those are some example questions. 3. Identify specific indicators of abuse. Look for signs of physical harm, emotional abuse, e.g., constant invalidation, isolation, or neglect, consistent invalidation. Okay, that is abuse.
Yeah. It's soul destroying,
And
isn't
a lot
it?
of people, it's
You go like,
fucking soul
it's
destroying.
bad. It's bad to destroy someone's, Xbox or whatever, which it is. It's bad and it's scary and it's not okay. But it's not okay to. But it's okay to break someone's soul. Like, no.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it
Sticks
just
and
makes no
stones can
sense.
break your bones, but words can break your heart.
Words
That's my
engrave
burning
themselves
lyric.
on your bone.
By the way, I'm not going to try and take any sort of.
Oh, okay. Well, and it's like, the axe forgets, but the tree always remembers.
And if the tree's got a beaver near it that was watching, you need to be looking over your shoulder.
That's damn right. You're gonna face the wrath. Do you imagine if someone went to everybody at the big blue building woke up and they went out to do their regular morning shit and they just see 4 beavers and an army of Canadian geese.
And Lara FM.
Yes!
Return to
DOA,
me!
Laura. Yeah. DOA,
I
Laura,
demand
Witcher,
by
Ashley.
birthright all of the Canadian geese come and shit on Big Blue. But she wouldn't. She'd be
Exactly.
say it in an American rock star voice.
Oh yeah. I love this. This is I almost want to paint that.
Do it.
That's quite a intimidating task. Oh yes, Matt's talking to the bees. Yeah,
This is one of my
Matt would pick the
favourite
bees on
parts.
them.
When he goes, he'll check the bees normally more than once, but he'll go at the end always and say goodbye to the bees.
I love the bees. And I think that Matt would harness the power of the bees alongside the geese.
Oh, imagine if we could make our own little, like X-Men or, Marvel or mutants. I say mutants, but do you know what I mean? Just the
I do.
general theme.
Superhero type thing.
So Matthew would have bees. Obviously, he would have the He would have I feel like he would have bee skills. So he would have the ability to give people allergy problems. He would you
Oh my
have a
god, he'd
puffy
be
face, an itchy nose, because he wouldn't be like you, bam, bleeding hemorrhoids. He's not going to go there. Matthew's not sick in the head.
No, he's a gentleman.
No,
he's a gentleman.
Matthew is a gentleman. Yeah, Lara would. She'd be able to do mad things with her voice. She'd be able to call the geese. She'd be able to shatter the windows. She'd be able to do that echo, an echo weapon thing. So it was go. Like you'd see in
like a sonic frequency
sonic
attack.
wave. That's the one.
Yeah.
So Lara would just be sick. Who else and what would they have? Oh,
DOA would have this like
Kelly's gonna be all up in the brain. Kelly's gonna be like, what's his name? Oh wait, no.
Professor Xavier.
I said no, I was gonna get there. You took that off me. Stole that. It was like Professor.
I was very excited. I'm sorry. I got too excited.
You did that to me. Because I did know
I
it.
know. I know. I'm so sorry. Suffer did know. I have no chill. I have no chill.
That I knew now. Everyone's just gonna just not know.
I absolutely fully autistically endorse the fact that you did know that it was Professor Xavier and I ruined it.
Well, I knew it was Professor X and I was just trying to remember the Xavier part as well. And then I started thinking about the stupid Deadpool Wolverine thing. Oh, it's a bad day.
Oh.
It's a bad day for Pain, and the meds like they act up. They act up, and they make me act a fool as well. And
oh, that's not fair. That's actually completely unfair. Brad said I would point my butt at Big Blue and toot, and it would fall over. So
no, I think Brad would be like absolutely just indestructible. I feel like Brad's power is he can just do and say what he wants, knowing that no one can hurt him. I don't think he's. Yeah. I don't think he's a particularly aggressive person, but I do believe he could definitely defend himself and anyone else at any point. But yeah, I feel like he'd be like like the person like when he just turned to stone in Fantastic Five.
Oh yeah. Fantastic Four.
I knew that too. Oh,
you said it before I did. You said it before I did. You said it before I did. You said Fantastic Four before I said.
With my own brain, my silly tongue.
Okay. It's all okay. Everything's fine. And I think that DOA would have like a kind of shield that it's kind of like Captain America's shield, except it's bigger and has like speakers on it. And then it also has magnets, so like he can suck things out of people's hands. I feel like people away from him. I think that would be pretty cool.
I feel like he would be. I feel like he'd have super speed.
No, that's Chris.
No, listen. Because his thing is he is so agile. He's so able to get around things and loopholes and to get at people and to get under people's skin and just really be in people's faces without being in their faces, but just be really frustrating and overwhelming for people who are trying to keep their cool in certain situations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me how super speed, boom, 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 chaos. Like, do you know what I mean? And he can do incredible, fantastic things. But again, half the people will look and be like, he just built a replica of the Eiffel Tower. And then other people being like, oh my God, where have all the car doors gone? Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
So that's why I think it would be super speed.
I can
because he gets a lot done.
He could free the Nico said he could free the cars so fast.
Yeah.
And like, who would have a special ability to be able to detect the scent of hot dog water so they'd be able to track down anyone who is being hidden? Who would have that?
The Journey 2020.
Nice. Yeah, she's really good at finding things. She's an incredible sleuth. And David would have the ability to erase waterfalls.
Oh my goodness.
Should I read more of the thing? I just totally
Yeah, I just realised. Yeah, I just
got
completely
distracted
derailed the
painting.
stream.
We
Sorry.
both did. It's okay.
Joint effort.
It was
Yay.
team effort. Yeah, team derailment. Okay. So identify specific indicators of abuse. Look for signs of. Oh yeah, I read that part. Constant invalidation. David would just dad everyone, and they'd settle the fuck down. Okay. Examples include the older child being labeled as suppressive and excluded from family interactions or denied emotional support. Evidence of coercive control, such as restricting the teen's education, social connections, or access to external resources. That is coercive control. That is coercive control. 4, provide resources within acceptable boundaries. Offer non-threatening suggestions that align with their values, such as community or educational resources they may perceive as neutral or helpful. Observe and document all behavior. Maintain detailed, objective notes of any observations of harmful behaviors or statements that suggest abuse, neglect, or harm to the children. Reporting to CPS. In a report to Child Protective Services, the focus should be on factual, observable behaviors and their impact on the children, avoiding subjective judgments about the family's belief system. Below is an outline of what the report might include. Identification details, specific concerns, nature of the abuse of neglect, emotional abuse. The 15-year-old is being labeled as suppressive person, leading to alienation, rejection, and emotional harm, isolation. The teen may be facing restrictions on social interactions and access to outside support, impacting their mental health and well-being. Coercive control. There may be undue pressure to conform to the family's belief system, leading to psychological distress. Risk to younger children. Exposure to the labeling and possible mistreatment of their sibling could harm their emotional development and sense of security. Impact on the children. Older child. Reports or observations of distress, depression, anxiety, or fear. Evidence of limited access to education, healthcare, or social opportunities. And for the younger children, potential normalization of emotional abuse or coercive control, posing a risk to their psychological development.
Yeah,
4,
that makes
specific
sense.
incidents if known. Sorry, what?
I was saying, yeah, that all checks out, doesn't it? That's all.
Yeah. Document any specific examples of actions or behaviors by the parents that suggest harm or potential harm to the children. For example, statements like, "We are cutting off our suppressive child for the good of the family." Observations of the child being excluded or isolated during a visit or an interview. Request for action. Immediate safeguarding measures. Request a welfare check to assess the safety and well-being of all children in the household. Recommend counseling and intervention services for the older child to assess potential psychological harm. Sample report language. I am reporting concerns regarding potential emotional abuse and neglect of a 15-year-old child in the blank name household. The child has been identified by their parents as a suppressive person, a term within the family's belief system that justifies isolation and potential emotional maltreatment. This labeling has reportedly led to alienation, exclusion, and undue pressure to conform to their parents' practices. There is evidence to suggest that the child may be experiencing significant emotional distress, and their younger siblings may be at risk of exposure to similar harm. I respectfully request a welfare check and further investigation to ensure the safety and well-being of all the children in the household. Avoid language that could be interpreted as biased against the family's religious beliefs. Focus solely on observable behaviors and the impact on their children. Ensure that the report adheres to mandated reporting laws in your jurisdiction. By focusing on clear evidence of harm and framing concerns in terms of child welfare, the report can encourage CPS to act effectively while respecting legal and ethical boundaries. So if that worked, it would have happened already.
Well, I was just thinking, like, I wonder how many places have been sent this and been like, oh, by the way, the residents in your area are aware that you should be doing X, Y, and Z. So are you? Because
Yeah. I'm trying to think of how we can use this. Like, can we like, I want to mass report all of Scientology to CPS. Like, I don't. I'm gonna say, how would the CPS worker respond to such a report? I'm hungry and thirsty. Someone's stomping upstairs.
And surely there'd have to be someone to enforce that the social services are doing their job as well. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, you'd think there'd be like an ombudsman or someone that you can call to if you thought that they weren't doing their job for any reason.
Brett said he wants the power to let people see the truth about Scientology.
So, but that means you would then be trying to control other people's minds, which is, I bet, what you don't like about Scientology.
Or maybe it would just be lifting the frame of manipulation.
To
like unshackling.
De-hypnotize someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like take the veil away.
If like you would have to have like a very specific way of having to do that, because imagine if
well, yeah, it's magic.
Have you ever watched The Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind?
I know of it and I've seen bits of it, but I haven't watched the whole movie from start to finish. So I know the concept of it, but I haven't watched the entirety.
A, you suck. B, how dare you? Great movie, very valid here, relevant, would be great to talk about, but we can't.
Yeah, because I'm the worst. I'm a bad friend. I'm bad at watching movies. I'm the worst at making waterfalls. I'm a shitty bird. I get it. I get it.
I know you talk about Star
I'm a
Trek.
bad cat parent.
Yeah.
I talk about Star Trek too much. Talk about butts too much. You know, there's a lot of flaws. I've got a lot of flaws, a lot of problems.
Yeah. Brad's watched it. That's great, Brad. You do fantastic seahorses there, I must say.
Well, I can't take the credit for this.
Well, that looks brilliant, and the paint, the colours are giving.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's something at least.
Oh, have I got any delicious? No. Oh, we do downstairs. I'm gonna run and grab something delicious.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go grab
a good thing to run and grab.
Sweeties. No, it's gonna be a handful of sweeties. I feel like
get some sweets.
I need to use that ink. I've got ink, and Brad's pieces have super inspired me. I need you to teach me.
You should have Brad teach you. He's better than I am. Blending, 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 blending. Always blending, blending, never stopping blending.
You're a silly boy. You're a silly boy. Oh God, you're a knob. Oh,
What did I
oh,
do?
huh?
What did I do?
Not you, this flipping dog.
Oh dear.
Oh, I forgot I had those. So I had these pineapple cubes. Lovely.
Ooh.
No, we just knocked over all these plastic pots, and then one of them there was like a load of dust, like like from a bath bomb.
Oh. Yeah, and it like went
Loads of
everywhere.
that. So that's all gone in the carpet now. And then as I was walking upstairs, I just remembered I need to buy a new shoe rack because he just like stepped on it, but he was like, "Whoa!" Like when people do karate and they've got like the block like that.
Yeah.
He's just done that with both his feet, top and bottom, snapped in half. Like the wood beams that go across the front.
Oh, dude.
I know.
How do you even manage that? My goodness. Seems like a troublemaker to me. Bit of a scallywag.
Mm-hmm.
Which brush do I use? Which brush do I use? I'll use this one. Okay.
This is very
Whoops.
curly paper. I don't like
I
curling
didn't
like
mean to
that.
hide chat. How do I... Okay, there we go. I fixed it. I accidentally hid chat and I didn't mean to.
I'm like crunching really loud. I'm so sorry.
There we go. Okay. I might need to make a coffee.
Okay.
Is it cool if I do that before I read how the CPS worker would respond to such a report?
Would you mind would you mind seeing if it's a lot? 'Cause if it's a little bit, then I can respond to it while you're gone. Because
Oh yeah, you know what? It's not that long. I'll read it. I'll just read it.
Thank you.
Okay. How Child Protective Services responds to a report depends on the specifics of the situation, the jurisdiction's laws, and the severity of the allegations. Here's a breakdown of how CPS might handle the report regarding the family, focusing on the potential of emotional abuse and neglect of the 15-year-old and the risks to the younger children. 1. Assessment of the report. Upon receiving the report, CPS will likely evaluate it against their criteria for investigation. They will assess whether the allegations suggest the child is at risk of significant harm, emotional abuse, neglect, or coercive control, and meet the legal definitions of abuse or neglect in their jurisdiction. Key considerations in this case: emotional abuse allegations, e.g., labeling the child as suppressive and isolating them; signs of neglect or coercion, particularly regarding access to education, health care, or social interactions. Initial response. If the report is deemed actionable, CPS will take the following steps: screening, determine the urgency of the situation, immediate risks, e.g., potential for physical harm, may trigger a same-day response. Emotional abuse may lead to a planned visit within a few days or weeks. Contact with the family. CPS will typically visit the home to observe the family's environment, interview the children and parents, and gather further evidence. 3. Investigation process. During the investigation, CPS will conduct interviews by speaking with the parents to understand their practices and their perspectives on the older child's behavior, interview the children separately to assess their well-being and gather evidence of harm or distress. For the 15-year-old, CPS may ask about their feelings of isolation or coercion. If appropriate, they interview other individuals, for example, extended family and any teachers who might have insights into the family's dynamics. Evaluate the home environment, assess whether the environment is supportive, emotionally healthy, and meets the child's basic needs. Many of them don't. Review educational and medical records. Look for gaps in education, healthcare access, or signs of neglect. Determination of findings. After gathering information, CPS will determine whether the allegations are substantiated. If substantiated, if evidence supports the claim of emotional abuse or neglect, CPS will create a case plan to address the issues. If If insufficient evidence is found, CPS may close the case, but could provide voluntary services or monitor the family. Potential actions. If the allegations are substantiated, CPS may take the following actions. A. Voluntary services, offering parenting education, counseling, or other resources to help the family improve their practices within their belief system, or encourage therapeutic interventions for the child, such as mentoring or peer support. That would not happen.
No.
Court-ordered interventions. If the parents resist voluntary services or if the child is at severe risk, CPS could petition the court to mandate interventions such as therapy or supervised visitation with the older child. So that's good to know.
They could say, "Oh no, we are going to make sure this child gets therapy."
Yeah, like, no, this is an abusive, coercive control, high coercive control cult. This child is in danger and has no access to mental health support and absolutely needs it for their survival. And then the judge goes, "Okay, it's ordered, so ordered, bam, gavel, done. Parents can't do shit about it. Kids in therapy."
I mean, yeah, that'd be ideal. Then
That's ideal. That's in a perfect world. Actually, in a perfect world, there wouldn't be Scientology and we wouldn't be having this conversation. We'd just be painting animals.
True.
C, removal of the child. This is a last resort. Use it only if the child is in immediate danger and no other options ensure their safety. In this case, CPS might place the child with relatives or foster care. Oh, sorry, Brad. I know it's a lot of F Sciento. Take care, bud.
I'm sorry, Brad.
It's hard. It's hard stuff. I think people just want us to paint and not talk about it. Challenges CPS might face. Religious beliefs. The family's adherence to Scientology may complicate interventions, especially if the parents view CPS as hostile or suppressive. CPS must navigate these beliefs sensitively while prioritizing the children's welfare. Emotional abuse proving difficult. Emotional abuse can be hard to substantiate without clear documented harm, e.g., psychiatric distress or significant developmental impacts. And teens' cooperation. The 15-year-old may fear reprisal or disconnection, making them hesitant to disclose the full extent of their experience. And that's huge.
Yeah. Acknowledging that though as well.
And the rest of this is not helpful because it says likely CPS recommendations, family counseling, education for parents, monitoring. Okay, well, what is that going to do? It's just, Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to paint though. That's what I do.
You want to go make coffee?
There's only a half hour left. It's not worth going away for.
Yeah, that was all like super made sense, super valid.
Yeah.
I just wish there were actual social workers out there who would, and if we can get this to anyone who's listening who maybe has a family member inside who is young and they have any evidence of this happening to them, just letting them know that this is absolutely wrong. This isn't acceptable, and there are people out there who can who want to and can help them as well.
Exactly. I feel bad because he always taps out right as we're like finishing the reading.
Sorry, Brad.
Sorry, Brad.
We're trying to balance it out more, but
We are. Maybe we need less heavy pondering.
Yeah, I think so.
If anyone has any recommendations for what they would like us to ponder, please let us know. Never done a seahorse before. This is fun.
It is really wow.
Cute. And it was smaller than I thought, and I put it on that part of the page, so I was like, well, I'll just do two and kind of do a yin and yang type thing.
Yeah, I think I thought the same.
Oh yeah, I love your turtles.
I don't think I do like them. I think tortoises might have been my way.
Oh. Shucks.
I think those I think that the nose and the eye there are wildly odd.
I mean, my seahorse don't even have eyes, so. I'm doing them in black, and then I'm gonna go over it with some shiny shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
How you,
Get your recommended sips in if you haven't.
I haven't.
Ooh.
Yogi, don't do this to me. Don't, mate.
Well, he heard that you hadn't had your water.
Don't do this to me, mate.
I literally heard him say, hydrate.
He's such a butthole of a dog.
These seahorses, yeah, they could be full of babies. Just a couple of bros, babies in their bellies.
What?
Well, in seahorses, the men carry the baby.
Nice, respect.
Have you ever seen a video of a seahorse give birth? It's surreal.
No. This is frustrating.
It's like fireworks. They just like little tiny little seahorses just like shoot out of it. Like little seahorse confetti. And they're so tiny. Is that a candy?
Mm-hmm.
That looks good.
It's a candy.
Is it strawberry?
It's the raspberry candy.
Ah! I don't know why raspberries are so cute. Like, I'm a fan of raspberries. They're adorable.
This doesn't really taste like raspberry.
No?
Mm-mm.
They must have cheaped out and used artificial flavoring instead of the actual good secretion from a beaver's anus.
Yeah.
That's what they use
No.
for natural flavoring for vanilla and raspberry in some foods.
Who
But they
can
don't
say
do it
what
anymore because it's too expensive.
what these taste like? They're just called red and black berries.
Oh, we have those there. We have those here. They're really good.
Yeah, this is it. But it doesn't taste like raspberry.
No, it tastes just kind of like generic berry flavor candy.
It doesn't even taste berry. It tastes fake. Artificial.
Well, yeah. Artificial berry.
I'm going to do some lines.
Okay. Line it up. Oh, I missed a spot.
This is really annoying.
Hey, this is supposed to go like that.
Oh no! How strong is this curl?
Uh-oh. You might have to tape it.
No, look.
Yeah. You might have to, the wood piece might have to be like, you might have to put a paperweight on top of the wood to hold the top down. You know what I mean? Weight it.
I'll just close the book, leave it upside down. That's what I do. But it's not.
Yeah, I just meant like while you're working on it, you can.
My goodness.
You put the wooden thing down on it, and then you put something on top of the wooden thing just to hold it there.
Lime in the coconut and drink 'em all up. You put the lime in the coconut and drink 'em all up. Put the lime in the coconut and drink 'em all up. That's what I heard.
Like the Muppet version of that.
Right, okay. I wanted to be free. I wanted to be free. I wanted to feel freedom. I wanted to feel water. I wanted to feel fluidity. I wanted to feel good things. I want to feel like a good time pie.
Good time pie. Not a Tom Cruise pie.
No, this is a good time pie. Okay, we're gonna go fluid, 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 fluid. Don't even look. Don't even look what you're doing. This is so fluid, 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 fluid. These are 2
I have
minute
to stand
lines.
up.
Huh?
Oh, I just said I have to stand up. I can't see over the thing.
I don't know if I've done that, but I really do feel like I need a much thinner pen. Oh.
I feel that pain.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I could probably even do with using paint and just getting good with thin brushes.
Honestly, I find it so much easier.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just because I do a lot of brush.
I just found this pen, but this looks suspiciously like a felt tip pen.
We need to get you a dip pen so you can dip it in ink and stuff.
That does sound good. This looks like a good pen. Maybe I'll try one of these. Doctor, is there nothing I can say? Cause the doctor, to relieve this belly ache, cause the doctor. Right, stop
Can be stuck
it.
in your head all day.
Yeah, do you know what was stuck in my head yesterday?
What?
Ooh,
Was it the Dirty Dance?
talk about,
Oh,
you talk about, and you talk about, ooh, talk about. Wait, this is America. This is America.
yeah.
This
This is America. Guns in my area. I got a strap. I gotta carry him. I know the whole song.
And then, make your money, black man. Make your money, black man. But it was specifically that bit.
Mama
that was
told me.
And then,
I'm
yeah,
gonna have to listen to that now.
Because I was walking through when my little one was playing Fortnite.
Oh, and it was on.
Can you not, please, Mum? I was like, what? She was like, all I can hear is, make that money, black man, black man, black man, black man. I've got to explain to my friends. What you're just singing a song. I was like, okay, explain to them. That's fine.
Yeah. Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, you have a problem with me using my voice in my own house? What a shame.
Oh, this looks grey. Doesn't even look black.
It does look gray. Actually, I don't mind the gray though. Kind of gives it a softer feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you don't like it, then change it, right? But I'm just saying, I don't dislike that. I also am an advocate for gray because I think it's very underutilized and underappreciated.
I think white is as well.
No, white's had way too much attention, especially in modern art and like contemporary and like that kind of
I
stuff.
like white
Now,
on
white's had
black.
its day.
I like white
I
on
like
black,
white on
and I
black too.
like negative space art as well.
Yeah, that's totally valid. And I honestly I do love adding white, but I've started to go like where I want to add white, I add like a pearly white or a silver.
Oh my goodness, I've had it told to me about whites and how things are either a yellow based white or a blue based white. There's no such thing as actually white.
Yeah, and if you want to lighten up one of your colors, it's or brighten up one of your colors, don't add white, add yellow.
Got it.
If you add white to your paint, it's gonna dull it and make it more pastel. If you add yellow, it'll lighten it up and make it brighter.
Well, you were not trying to make purple, eh? Where was all
I
this
just
knowledge?
learned this. I just learned this.
Goodness.
Like not even a week ago.
27 failed purple attempts later.
Oh my god, I was wheezing.
Oh yeah, you were living it.
Because
You
I
living
couldn't
an
do it
absolute
either.
mental breakdown.
I was having a mental breakdown over your mental breakdown because I was part of the cause of the mental breakdown because none of the things I was suggesting was working, and so I was starting to lose my mind.
Laughing maniacally isn't a mental breakdown. Different things were happening to us at that moment. We
Laughing
were
maniacally is
experiencing.
part of my mental breakdown system, okay?
No. I object. For the record, I object.
We're gonna need Judge Brad to come back here and educate this.
Oh, I miss Brad.
I know, what the hell? Nico, can you be our judge? We have OT 420.
Did I thank Brad when he was here? Or did I actually thank
No,
him?
because he
You
came in
did.
after you opened all the stuff, and then we talked about it, and then we started talking about other stuff, and the subject got
Oh my
changed.
god, I am a trash human being.
No, I'm distracting. It's my fault.
It's not your fault. I was brought up to have manners.
Yeah, but I was brought up to derail manners.
I'm very upset in myself.
I am an influence of chaos, okay? You can't be held responsible for the poor decisions you make when you're with me. That all reflects back on me. I understand this. I know this going in.
No, if I was eating night cheese, then I'd blame that on you. But I'm not. I've held strong in my gut hole.
Nico, you're to judge which of the two of us is a worse friend, me or me.
Also, bear in mind, I didn't ask you to do this, and you are not obliged.
Just kidding. I've just got like
My goodness.
I actually slept last night because Pistachio has answers about her paw. So it was like the first night I had slept properly in like a week.
I slept last night a little bit because Nuda didn't fart and gas me out. My new bed says
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh my god,
Maybe
what?
they're on it because they're trying to help you break it in. I was just gonna say Mitch farted last night and he was like, "Oh, it's just a little one, don't worry." And I was like, "No, that makes me more worried." And it literally filled the room like a freaking biological attack.
Oh dear.
Never
Oh.
trust someone when they say, "Don't worry, it's just a little one." No, no, no. Prepare yourself. I don't like how his little wing is going here.
Who's Little Wayne?
See if this little fin here, it's not quite
Finnan.
doing what I want it to do. Yeah, I gotta go in with a thinner brush.
Talk about.
I wonder if Irish Smart got her art yet.
Oh, that'd be lovely. She probably would have mentioned and said thank you.
That's true. I haven't
Yeah.
checked the chat.
Unlike me.
What?
Huh?
What did you say? I missed it.
They said unlike me.
Oh,
I would have said thank you for receiving beautiful art. You. The cake worked. The berries are cooked. Now to cool everything. Oh, and I and it's OT420 time. Nice. Nice.
Perfect timing. See, that is some very good strategizing.
Good timing. Good sticking to it. Good adult.
I'd call that Starfleet efficiency. You cut out. You went away and came back.
No.
Yeah, your timer went away. It probably.
Yep. 10 seconds. It's saying. Ugh.
Yep.
Right,
Did the little reset.
Oh, I see where it happened.
We've got 15 minutes left.
It looked like there were Titans in my phone.
Oh dear me! Short circuit their electric ribbons and get them out of here. Ooh, blueberry bud. My dad likes to grow blueberry and cross it with other strains.
What do you mean?
Blueberry is a strain, and my dad will take my dad's a
okay.
jazz cabbage wizard.
Oh god, sorry.
Bless you. Are you okay? That sounded like a full body bracer.
It was. Oh goodness me!
Bless you. My gosh.
Woo. Blew my
because you were talking about those thetans.
Yeah, they got to be. They went straight from the fire and up my nose.
Yeah.
I bet they're only visible.
It's like you're having an allergy attack.
Dear, it's Matthew. Matthew's got me. I've upset him.
Oh dear. The bee man. I'm just okay. Have you seen Candyman with Tony Todd? No, you don't like horror. It's a horror movie, and Tony Todd plays this guy named the Candyman, and he has bees in his mouth.
Oh.
And when they were filming it, he actually put the bees in his mouth.
No, thank you. That's enough.
Yeah,
that's enough information.
Legit. He's legit. So whatever you were talking about, Matt having the bee powers, I was like, heard you looking for the Candyman.
Oh no, that is not what I had in mind.
Disconnected me now.
Oh dear. No, that is not what I had in mind.
I was literally in the middle of saying the funniest thing, and it cut me out, and I'm mad. It ruined my bit.
Man, imagine Matthew with bees coming out of his mouth.
Yeah. And did you hear the quote that I said?
Yeah, but I couldn't remember it.
Oh, it's just he goes, I think you looking for the Candyman, bitch. But it would be like, heard you looking for some wholesomeness, bitch.
Yeah. But he probably wouldn't say bitch, he'd probably say man.
No. You can leave Scientology.
You can leave Scientology.
It's so good.
Amazing. I felt it. Felt it in my soul.
I felt it in my walrus. Like, it was there.
Your walrus.
Yeah. Nico always thinks of Ninja Scroll anime when bees get brought up. I do not know what that is, but I'm
Neither.
sure it involves bees.
I bet you'd like it. I'm not sure what it is, but
I like bees. I have bees tattooed on my knees.
you do.
They have little crowns on them.
Lovely.
Oh, now I'm doing all of it in the small brush because I just didn't swap back. Duh.
I don't think I like this grey now. I've done so much.
No?
Yeah. Oh.
Shit.
Okay, excuse myself to get tissue and blow my nose.
Yeah, no problem. It sounds familiar, Nico. Like I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it. I've seen quite a few of the 90s animes, but that's not one that I've watched. Irish Mert said that the book art's gonna arrive tomorrow. Yay! That took so freaking long. I can't even believe how long that took. Like I mailed that a while ago and it was like $50 to send it and it took like a month. Ridiculous. Oh, just Irish Smart said that she's getting the art tomorrow and I was just complaining about how long that took to get to her. For how much they charged. Fuckers.
Mm.
Another reason why Canada should join the EU.
I mean, logistically, geographically,
Yeah, I know. I know.
you are quite a while away.
Irish Smart said probably sitting on someone's desk when they're off on holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Herrera is a really good strain, and my dad grows a couple of Jack crosses because it works really good for my anxiety as well. So totally on board with y'all saying that.
What's that?
Jack Herrera. It's a jazz cabbage strain.
I have no idea what these things you keep saying.
Jazz cabbage is cannabis.
This
It's YouTube
conversation
friendly.
is like when I watch adverts, perfume adverts, and I'm like, all this talking, what does it fucking smell like? I just want to smell it, and I'll tell you if I like it or not.
Yeah.
These fucking fancy names and ooh la la, boujou, she, shay, shay. I don't fucking know. Gives a sniff. I'll tell you. Yeah, it smells like that. Or, oh, no.
Do I like it? Does it work?
Yeah.
I only know this stuff because my dad's a BC grower, so he's been growing for ever.
But seeing that, you should be able to get the benefits in Canada of, you know, if you want to be part of the union. Because if the American president or whatever you want to call it,
President.
regime,
I put it in sassy air quotes.
can do stupid stuff that's going to affect Ireland or could affect, you know, the Good Friday Agreement,
Mm-hmm.
then why not everyone just do what they want and be who you want with and team up and be like, these are my neighbours now. Doesn't matter
Exactly.
about
Exactly.
Well,
if they're not going to follow the rules and the agreements in place, then why should we? Get out of here.
I just want nice people. Like, that's the sad thing. There's just good people everywhere.
Yeah.
There's not one country full of bad people. There's
No.
babies being born every day. There's children, beginning to have awareness and things and opinions on
There's people
things.
growing and changing.
There's no country that isn't, doesn't have lovely, wonderful people. Like, just because we might not get along with someone doesn't mean they're not a lovely or wonderful person.
Yeah. It doesn't make them less human.
But I just wish. I wish people could just choose to have like their twin places. There's twin towns and stuff.
Yeah.
Twin
Yeah, we have
cities.
a sister city in Japan.
Yeah. See, why can't everyone just have like places like that and then bring the world together like that rather than trying to be like,
Oh my gosh,
oh,
did you
no.
see what Joe Lycett did? He went to all the different Birminghams in all of the United States and got them to sign like the United Federation or whatever it was, the United Charter of Birminghams or something like that. Is hilarious.
That is hilarious. Did you say that they all have to say Birmingham the way he does?
You know what? I didn't watch it. I just saw an article about it, so I'll have to watch it and I will let you know. Because I could see him doing that.
Yeah, I can't see him letting
I don't think it's out yet.
Birmingham fly.
No. Birmingham. Irish Schmidt said, all I say is the daft orange one isn't welcome here. In a land of 1,000,000 welcomes, we do have the rare exception. Yes, yes. And he knows what'll happen if he comes to Canada, so he won't. He won't.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure, obviously when the potato famine happened, a lot of countries did send help to Ireland.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, as someone who's half Irish, we don't forget who feeds us. We do not forget who.
No.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, we're almost done.
Okay. Yogi darn. Okay, I'm just gonna shut them out.
We can actually wrap up. We have actually hit time. I didn't notice because my thing reset.
Okie dokie. Well, this hasn't really done. I don't know what I thought I was gonna do, but
I like it.
I don't like it, and I wish I didn't just do that bit there.
Ah, damn it.
I know.
Oh, awesome. Well. I did it. Okay. Well, they're not perfect, but they're on there.
Turtle there somewhere.
I see a turtle.
It's practice turtle. Oh, there's some dogs down the road
He's
going
got
mad.
character. That turtle has character, okay?
I'm really just not feeling the great.
Her name could be Bernice.
What are you thinking?
Okay. There. Now it's ready to have shiny shit put on there. And I'm sad that I didn't get to do that on the live, but I'll save this for Friday.
Yeah, it's only 2 days away now.
Yeah, I'll just leave it down here so I don't have the urge to keep working on it.
Yeah. I don't know what I'll do with this.
Exactly, Nico. Nico said Indigenous Canadians did also. I love that. As impoverished people as they were, helped out what they could. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
And that's the thing. Good people aren't going to say, well, I only have so much, so you can't have any. They're going to say, I only have so much, so I can give you this much.
No, they can only have so much, and I know how it feels to have absolutely nothing, or I can imagine how it would feel because I've got so little.
And they share. You share.
Mm-hmm.
Or you give it all away. I've done that. I was at school one day when I was going back to school to get my high school diploma, and there was a girl there wearing really shitty shoes, and I was wearing a pair of Converse shoes, and she was like really having a bad day, and her foster parents were a real piece of work, and I took my shoes off and I gave her my shoes, and I went home barefoot. It's just the right thing to do.
I'd have gone whooped.
Well, I knew I had my old pair of shoes at home still. I did get in trouble because they weren't like those are not cheap shoes, and I didn't really get shoes like that, but I couldn't, and she never forgot that.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't forget a dude like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wish that people treated each other really well. That's all I wished.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Were you the same size shoe as the girl you swapped with?
Yeah, we were. We were the same size feet.
Why didn't you take her shoes?
Because her shoes were like falling apart. Falling apart.
Is it not better
And
than
so
barefoot?
dramatically, I threw them in the trash and handed her my nice shoes. And then I was like, I'm fine walking barefoot. I love being barefoot. I didn't think it through. I was a kid.
Yeah, okay, true. Right, I'll let you go because I'm probably just going to carry on sneezing. I've got the sneezes. I feel really
Yeah,
bad.
let's end this. Let's wrap this up. Yeah, exactly, Nico. We just need to take care of each other, and it's really not that hard, and it feels really good.
Yeah, but the world also needs to not take advantage of people, you know, who do stuff like that, because that's what makes you want to stop. And that's also how people hoard and be greedy, is because
That's true.
yeah, so it's balance.
Yeah. It is balance. It is balance. That's a very good point. We need balance. And with that, and our seahorses, we wrapped up. We're wrapping up.
Yeah.
And make sure you get some water today. Make sure you stretch out. If it's hot where you're starting to get hot where you are, maybe consider wearing a hat. Be kind to yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree, Nico. I agree.
Ow. Oh, I caught my finger. Take care, everyone. Be safe. Be careful. Look after each other. Look after yourselves. Toodles.